If you do a lot of fishing, you're going to have to manage lots of different fishing line. One of the ways that I keep myself organized is with a line spool box from Plano. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Kemp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. You know, one of the things that I love to do is fish. And I fish for a lot of different things. I fish all over the country. I'm saltwater fishing, I'm freshwater fishing. I'm using all different types of rods and reels. And so in doing that, I have a lot of different types of fishing line. I've got braid, I've got fluorocarbon, I've got monofilament, I've got everything from 4-pound test to 100-pound test. I've got everything. And keeping all those spools of lines organized has been a nightmare for me in the past. And so I came across this product from Plano a long time ago, and it just has saved me so many times. And so I thought I would bring this video to you guys. I'm sure all you experienced anglers know about this, but maybe if you're new to fishing, this is something that'll be new to you. But Plano produces these line spool boxes, and they hold 6 spools of line. And I use them for managing leader material. I use them for just storing line. It keeps it clean, keeps it organized, keeps it from spilling off the spool all over the place. I love these things. I have one on the boat. I have, you know, a couple of them. I've got 2 of them sitting right here. These are both brand new. I use these things all the time. And so I basically thought, you know, I would just show it to you guys. So, you know, it's very simple. It opens up and then it holds, you know, 6 spools of line. And so this is my monofilament box, and actually it's for monofilament leader. So I don't always use fluorocarbon leader when I'm tying to braid. I do use a lot of fluorocarbon, and so this is my fluorocarbon box. But sometimes I can get away with using monofilament leader. I use monofilament leader a lot in saltwater. 1, it floats, which I like. 2, it stretches, which I like. Of course, fluorocarbon stretches as well. And 3, it's cheap. And so if I am fishing where there's a lot of structure, my line is rubbing, and I'm cutting off and retying leaders, you know, a couple of times a day, you know, I might go through, you know, a bunch of leader material. Using monofilament when you can is a great money saver compared to fluorocarbon. So what I have in this box is I have 6 different lines of various sizes. So this is 4-pound test. This is for my ultralight, you know, spinning gears. And then I have what this is 10, 12, 14, 17, and 20-pound test. And so what's great is I can move my leader line up or down depending on what I'm fishing for and depending on how picky the fish are. Sometimes, guys, if you decrease your tackle, right, to thinner lines, smaller hooks, that kind of thing, you can get a better bite than if you are fishing with thicker stuff. Yes, you have a higher chance of a break off or losing a fish, but if you're not getting bites in the first place, you're not going to catch that fish anyway. You might as well scale down your tackle and increase your chances of a bite. So if I'm fishing in really, really clear water, like in the wintertime in Florida, a lot of times the water is really, really clear. I'm fishing much smaller lines, much smaller hooks, because the fish can see it. And that goes the same with fluorocarbon, guys. That's why I have in this box over here, you know, I've got everything from, let's see, 10-pound test, that's 12, 15, 17, 20, and 25-pound test fluorocarbon. So if I'm fishing in really clear waters, like in the wintertime in Florida, I'm fishing that 10-pound test, you know, fluoro or mono. If it's the summertime and we get a lot of rains, and so we get a lot of river runoff, and the water's a lot murkier, I can go up in my leader size and have a stronger line because the fish can't see it as well. So depending on what time of year and what the water conditions are, I'm either cutting off leader and retying or you know, replacing leader that's worn out. So having one of these on the boat or on the bank where your line's not spilling all over the place, where you can quickly, you know, manage something like that, these are really, really good for that. Another thing that I really like, guys, is I have these Cuda line cutters. I'm going to put a link down in the description below where you can pick these up. But what's awesome about these is you can actually just stick it between two spools, right? And just kind of just pop it in there. Oh, let me go right here. Right? Pop it right in there, and then I can close the lid. And then I have line cutters right in the box. Another thing that you can do, I don't do this, guys, but it is something that you can do, is you can run the line right through these little grommets, and then you don't even have to open the box to spool your line out. You can just pull out what you need and use it. I don't do that because I tend to, you know, get the line snagged on something when I'm carrying these things around, and then I've got half a spool coming out or whatever. So I don't use that feature, but you certainly can, or you can, you know, pull out what you want when you're using that line, and then open the box and then spool it back. You know, it's totally up to you, but these things are awesome. Now, I will say that the weak link in this box is the handle. These handles are kind of a rubberized plastic, and I did have one break on me one time. All I did was I took some paracord and made myself a handle, and that box is sitting on my boat right now. So just kind of a downside of these boxes would be a little bit careful with the handle. But other than that, guys, these are fantastic. So if you're doing line management, if you need to store braid, if you need to store fluorocarbon, if you need to store monofilament, if you need to store a bunch of line, get yourself one of these, get yourself a couple of these. Like I said, I have a couple of them, and I absolutely love them. So I'm gonna put a link down in the description below where you can get the Cuda bait scissors, as well as the Plano line spooler and line spool box. And guys, if you use my link to purchase, it doesn't cost you anything extra. It's a great way to support my channel, get a little commission on the sale. I'm an affiliate for Plano, so I'll put a link to Plano. And then if you know, if it's available on Amazon, if it's available at Bass Pro Shops, I'll put links down in the description below where you can purchase from there as well if you want to. But guys, if you are looking to manage your line, I think this is a great way to go. And I know that, you know, all you experienced anglers, you know, probably know all about this stuff, but I'm encountering more and more people who want to include fishing in their list of hobbies, and so they're just starting out. And so these videos are primarily focused at the beginner angler. And so guys, I think that if is, you know, the more line you have to manage, the more you're going to want one of these. So again, I'm Kevin with Kemp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe and that little bell icon that notifies you when I release a new video. If you have one of these things, let me know, guys. Tell me what you think of it, or if you have any questions, drop some in the comments below, or you can connect with us at our other social media. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and X, or our website at kempoutside.com. Guys, we're going to be bringing you a whole lot more fishing content on this channel. I'm trying to really ramp up the fishing content. I know we've been camping heavy lately, so trying to ramp up the fishing content. We're going to get out here fishing really soon, but right now I'm doing a lot of tackle and gear organization, which is why producing these videos is kind of on my list of things to do. But like I said, I love fishing gear, so, you know, hey, I don't mind. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.